Everyone, welcome back to Room Techno. Today we're going to do a quick unboxing and initial impression of the LG Optimus F3. The F3 is actually available in a few carriers. I think Sprint has one and also T-Mobile has one. This particular model, it's for the prepaid carrier Bright Spot that's available at Target. Interesting fact about Bright Spot is it's actually powered by T-Mobile, so you actually can put your T-Mobile SIM card into this phone and use it perfectly fine. This is a very inexpensive device. I think it's retailed at $150. I got it on sale a few days ago for $80. So for those that are looking for a very inexpensive device, it's also very handheld because it's a small device, then this is a perfect device for them. Another interesting fact is it is LTE capable, so you put in your SIM card, you're able to pick up LTE speed from T-Mobile. This phone has a 4-inch touchscreen, so compared to the smartphone nowadays, especially compared to phablets, this phone is tiny. I think it's even smaller than the iPhone right now, even though it has a bigger screen than the iPhone 4. It has a 5-megapixel camera with flash on the back. Let's open this. So this is what the phone looks like. There's Bluetooth, there's Wi-Fi. It has a dual-core 1.2 gigahertz processor, which should be enough for normal usage, normal web browsing, email checking, and whatnot. There's a front-facing camera. Let's open the box and see what's inside. So here's the phone. Put that aside. Going through the box. So you have some paperwork, manual. Bright Spot also includes a SIM card, but like I said, since Bright Spot is powered by T-Mobile, you can just put your own SIM card in here. You have a charger and USB cable, and the battery, it's inside the phone, I believe. Yes. So this is what the device looks like. It's tiny. I mean, I have small hands, but even in my hand, it feels very tiny. I've had the iPhone before, and holding this device, it actually feels a lot smaller than the iPhone. Here's the Galaxy Note 1 that I have on hand. This one has a 5.3-inch display, I believe. And this one, the LG F3, has a 4-inch display. You can actually put the whole device. It actually fits within the display of the Galaxy Note 1. I'm going to power this device on and see what's included inside the device. So this is what the device actually looks like after you go through the initial setup. Here's the home page. This device comes with Android 4.1.2. So even though it's very inexpensive, it comes with a relatively recent operating system. So going around the device, on the left hand side you have your volume rocker up and down. On the bottom you have your USB charging port right here. On the right hand side there's a power button. On the top you have your standard 3.5mm headphone jack. There's a microphone port. On the back, you have a 5-megapixel camera with LED flash. You have your LG logo, speaker grill. And like I said, even though this model was for Bright Spot carrier, the logo on the back of the phone states that it's T-Mobile. So you can just put your T-Mobile SIM card in there and use it for T-Mobile. The backing has this rubberized feeling, and there's some like bumps. Makes it feel very nice, and there's some grip to it. So even though it's a small phone, I'm not too worried about dropping it. The back actually really helps with the grip. And overall, this phone is very simple. On the front, there's your, I believe this is a 1.3 or maybe a 2.0 megapixel camera. I'm not too sure. There's two capacitive buttons on the side. There's your back, and on the right hand side, there's your menu button. And the middle is just your standard home button. And something interesting is around the home button, there's an actual LED light that actually flashes different color for notifications. So you can actually set in the options, you can set the light to change to different colors depending on what notification it's on your phone. Opening the back of the device. So the phone comes with a 2,460 milliamp hour battery, and I believe this battery can last this phone for sure over a day, maybe even 2 days with moderate usage. But this phone has some very impressive battery life. It also has a micro SD card slot right here. I have read up that it does support certain 64 gigabyte micro SD card slot, but I'm not sure if it's on their site. They only said that it's only supported up to 32, but I've read somewhere that people have actually used 64, so use it at your own discretion. As I stated before, this does come with a 1.2 gigahertz dual core processor. It also has a gigabyte of RAM. And after playing with it for about 30 minutes now, swiping through the home page, going through the app drawer, and launching different apps, there isn't any stutter whatsoever. There's no lag. So your daily task of emailing, sending text messages, making phone calls, browsing the web, even watching like YouTube, there should be no reason why this phone would lag. Also interesting is that LG did include the Q Slide app on this phone. So you're able to launch, it's kind of like a multitask variant to the Samsung's multi-window. So you can pop up a little application and move it around. You can even make it less or make it more transparent. Just I can't really see through the camera, but there's the slider bar right here, and you can actually make it more transparent and work on the background. It's limited though. There's only a couple of applications that are available. There's videos, browser, memo, calendar, and calculator. Yeah, those are, I believe, the only 5 that you can use the Q Slide apps with on this phone. But my initial impression of the phone, I mean, it's light, it's small, it's handheld. It feels like a toy, but it's actually really sturdy in the hand. There's like this heft to it. I would totally recommend this phone for those that do not need a large screen smartphone. It is LTE capable, so you're able to pick up T-Mobile's super speed LTE. I also would recommend this to those iPhone users that are thinking about moving over to Android but aren't looking for a big screen phone. This would feel very similar to the iPhone. I believe this phone is actually smaller than the iPhone. But yes, this was my initial impression of the phone. I'll be playing around with the phone for a little bit. So if you guys have any questions, or maybe have some thing you want me to look into, just let me know. Leave a comment below, and I'll look into it, and I'll hopefully be able to answer it for you. But yes, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.